Hey guys, I'm Steve Vanderbon and you're watching Vanderbon's Wildlife. If you hit the subscribe button, it's free. Hit the bell, it'll notify you every time we upload a new video to YouTube. So I just first of all wanted to thank all our friends and family for helping us with this move from Michigan down here to Florida. It's been scary and fun all at the same time, but just make sure you guys keep us in your prayers, and hopefully this thing will work out. Trying to change our lives here and do some things that we enjoy, and hopefully you enjoy what we do too. Thank you. All right guys, so we're the Vanderbons. Some of them, we're missing a couple kids, but anyway, and that's my beautiful wife Jamie. But she took the kids down and they've been down here for a little while. We had to wait for this truck here to get finished being built, and we can get into the fun stuff that we've done with that, but it took a month longer than what I expected, so we're a little behind schedule. We're starting a YouTube channel. You know, it's crazy. We kind of sold everything and moved to Florida chasing a dream. I wanted to introduce you to everybody. This is Benjamin. Ben, what are you, 14?
Yeah.
How'd that happen? And this is Ellie Lynn. She's 10. Soon to be when? Are you going to turn 11?
In 13 days.
When? 13 days. This is my wife, Jamie. We have 4 children, and this is our second oldest,
Yep.
Brandon.
Yep.
How old are you, bud?
19.
19. So yeah, you can see we're all excited. We're going to go fishing. Jamie's got to stay home here and work, but yeah, we're going to go out and try to catch something that we can clean and cook. And anyway, we'll check you guys out on the water. Come on, brother, get a good throw on this one.
That was got a pin. That's a nice size pin too.
Do you go in the bucket?
Yep.
Nice.
Hold on. That was a good one. There we go. Oh my gosh. I got
Hold on, go slow. I want to get. Oh, good job, B. That's my boy right there.
Ellie, gotta help. They're gonna all start flying.
Hurry up. Birds are going to get them, Ellie. Get your hands wet. There you go.
Ellie, there's one on the side. Another one. Another one.
Yeah, she's got a battle with the birds.
Another one. Behind
Right
you.
behind you, baby.
Another one. Oh my gosh, there's so many in there now.
So we got a bunch of bait. The hope is we're going to chum them up. We're just going to throw them out. You don't want to throw them out in a big group because they'll school back up and go right underneath the boat and hide.
There we go. I'm letting this guy free swim, just keeping my bail open, and hopefully a mackerel comes by and grabs it. Oh, they're everywhere. The mackerel are just all down there getting all those filters, rushing them to the top. Matter of time.
Oh, what are you doing? Bass fishing? That's the problem with these bass
Straight
fishermen.
shank hook.
Yeah, you don't need
Straight
to.
shank hook. You set the hook on a straight shank.
He cut it. Here you go, buddy. Here's another one. Straight shank hook. He's blaming it on the hook.
I am.
Here you go, buddy.
Perfect. All right, so when I'm tying this, I'm using a polymer knot. So you're gonna go, hold on. Let's get this. You're gonna go straight through. You're gonna take it, and you're gonna go back through. All right, and then you're gonna take both your slack line and your tag end. And you go like that, make a loop, go down through your hook, pull that, and then cinch it tight.
I recommend you don't flip the camera off like that though.
Oh, sorry guys. Subscribe.
And the dentist bill is very high because of...
And make sure to not throw your guys' line in the ocean. That would be nice. Got a lot of plastic in the ocean.
Yeah, this stuff gets caught around your prop, gets caught around the fish.
Fish eat it. Kills them. Kills them.
It's not good.
All right.
Sea turtles, dolphin.
Mackerel.
Ellie's freaking out. What do you see, kid?
Bait fish.
All right, we need to get a bait over there.
Filtered greenbacks. Can I use this pool?
You're going through the head.
Right here, okay. Just like that. Throw them in the water.
Keep them alive. We always suggest you get your hands wet before you touch them.
All right.
They don't live very long.
Where are those fish?
There were just some out here. The concentration is down. It's not quite what it was.
Nope. That's the thing about saltwater fishing though. You get those schools, they're moving around.
There they are. Straight away. We're not marking any on the fish finder. Well, so much for that.
He's big.
No, you're not. That's how it's done, boys.
Oh, well, your sister caught a bigger one.
Ben's got one too.
Oh, 12 of them.
Doubled up.
Look
Look
at
at
it.
them all chasing
Doubled
it.
up.
Little jack, school of jacks. Ben, swing it over here out of the sun. Good job, buddy.
All right. That's some content right there.
Good job, Ben. You're supposed to say, fly, be free.
Fly, be free.
Here's one. Another baby one? What's up? What is up right now?
Oh my goodness.
Am I cursed?
Yes.
He lets his little siblings catch the big ones, and then he goes out and...
That's number 2.
Good job, buddy.
All right, and this pilchard is done for.
Yep.
So,
Once they get beat up,
Chum.
chum them up.
Chum them up.
Chum actually works better if it's alive.
All right.
But oh well.
Grab another pilchard. Here, just, yep, you got me there.
You got one, honey? Good job.
So, I'm gonna cast it in there again. They're pretty fired up right now. And
Right there, brother. Oh, that's a big swirl. Did you see that?
Yep.
Get it out there, El. We might have to go find more bait with the cast net.
Here goes the big one.
All right. You thought you guys were saving the big one for Dad. That's not how that works, huh?
Plans change.
Plans changed.
Yeah, plans change when
Sorry,
people
Daddy-o.
say we could do stuff very dark. I'm kidding.
All right, ready? Pretty fired up down there right now.
Uh-oh, you just crossed over your brother.
Structure right here, rocks.
Oh, you did find the rocks. All right.
Might.
You lost your bait.
I lost everything.
Well, that's what those sharp teeth do.
Yep. All right.
And you're gonna catch every other one if you're lucky. Again, that's why we're using the long shank hook, which is legal as long as you're inside of, not inside of federal water,
They're all right there.
which I think in this area is like 9 miles. And of course we're half a mile offshore, if that.
Like a bunch of them down there, guys. I had one.
Having fun, honey?
Yeah.
How long you been fishing, young lady?
Since I was 5 probably.
I think it was before 5,
So
but
then about 8 years.
nice. Pretty good at it too, aren't you? You are?
Yeah.
That's my humble daughter. She actually is very humble. it, look at it, look at it. Wow, that was a good cast. It'd be even better if the bait was still on your hook, honey. What happened there? Huh?
I don't know.
Water for it. We're hooked up. Oh, okay. Okay. Gonna fall in.
No, you're not gonna fall in. You got your phone in your pocket? Oh, that's a good one.
Finally, we're done with the babies.
Oh, no, he's not.
Boys
Oh, yes, he
and
is.
girls. Let's go.
Still little.
Still little.
Still little. He just fought really hard. Is that a keeper?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Throw them in there and we'll just double check in a second. Get a measurement on them.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, it's really important. You all know this, but you gotta check your regulations because they change all the time. As you can see, size limit, 12 inches to the fork. Bag limit, 15 fish per person. But we check our regulations daily simply because we don't want to get in trouble.
And they change all the time.
And they do change from season to season and even sometimes in season with snapper and different things. So.
That red tide really got those regulations strict too.
Yeah, the red tide, now they're not letting you keep trout. And if I wouldn't have known that, going off of what I knew before, you could be in big trouble because they're not letting you keep them in this county. And a couple of counties around it because the red tide killed a lot of just the whole crop. And so they're letting them come back just like the snook. Same thing around here, you're not allowed to keep the snook because the red tide killed so many. Got one, Elle. Ellie's got one. Good job, keep that tip up, honey.
Nice one. Bring him up. Bring him up.
Put him right in the live well, honey. Daddy will get him. Good job, babe. Yeah! Get your fingers together. Go ahead.
Thumbnail.
There's one.
You good?
He's gonna see the bigger ones.
Ellie, can you?
Get my line running across the water, Brandon. Let him eat it. Try to set the hook. Nope, lost my bait. Nope.
There you go. Hooked up.
He's just a little guy. Feels like a jack almost. Nope, lost your head shakes. Open that cooler, Ben. And a slam dunk. Good job, Elle. Oh, that's all right. Get another bait on there, girl. Ben!
Dad, what you throwing?
Oh, you need to loosen your drag a little bit.
No, that's me holding onto it.
I know. All right, swing him to the cooler. Good job, buddy. Here we go, Brandon.
Hold on, tell me what you're using. There we go. Silver
I'll show
spoon.
you what we're using.
There you go.
Here we go. How many tugs is it gonna take? 2, 3, 4. He's gonna hit it right there. Oh! They want it. There they are. Look at. Oh, he broke it off.
No! We got another one right here.
Nice, Ellie.
He's hooked up.
Me too.
Oh, he's got one too. Get that tip up. Ooh.
Doubles.
Yours is bigger than mine, Bells.
Yeah. Oh, there's one.
Tripled up.
Get that tip up. Triples.
Oh, shoot, that is.
I don't know who to record.
No, not me, it's not me.
Record mine. Mine's the biggest.
Hey, Ellie, you don't know that yet.
Hold up.
Let's let him go, baby. Great. Come on, buddy. Here you go. Check out the dorsal fins. Look at the coloration. Isn't that amazing? See that?
Where do I hold him? Like
They got
this?
the little spines or the little finlets up here. But look at the black and the white at the base. Definitely don't want to get your hand
Okay,
caught
Brandon,
on
you're
those.
gonna wanna
How fun is this? I don't care if you like eating mackerel. Nothing like top water action like this.
Dad. Dude, Dad, keep
Boys, today was a great day.
You aren't kidding.
God has blessed us.
Look at that. Look at that. As soon as he pulled the boat away, guys, what happened? What happened is the boat drove away and all those baits he's been throwing out there were hiding underneath the boat, and now they are absolutely getting annihilated. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Get it over there, guys. We should triple up. If we had 10 rods, we'd...
Quadruple.
Oh. There's one. Wait.
Tip up, El. Tip up, El.
Look at them all.
This is going to be frantic. You can see we skinned some, we've descaled some. They really don't have much of a scale to speak of, but you can run back and forth across it like this if you want to take the scales off, but they really don't amount to much. They're very small. It almost looks just like a little bit of gray, silver. I'm not even going to worry about it. But you can see they've got a very fine skin, so they're really hard to fillet out and then skin them. It can be difficult, but we're going to start right up here at the head, slice back towards the head, and then we're going to run the knife down along the top of the backbone here. Once you get through here, you can find that sweet spot. Start it. You can see the bloodline is against the skin. Now, what you need to look at is there's a raised backbone here. So you want to come down, keep your tip of your knife against the ribs. You'll hear them clicking against the backbone or the spine. Okay, once you get to that center line right there, you'll see that it's got a pronounced backbone. Okay, you want to go, once you get to it, you want to get over the top of it, angle your knife down. Okay, you come down here, keep your thumb holding the fillet up. Now I like to go over the top of the stomach. I don't want to get a bunch of that stomach fluid on the meat. You lose a little bit of meat there, but I feel it's a little better when it comes to eating. Now, to get the center line out, you have your pin bones run right through here. These are your pin bones, and then your bloodline is against the skin on the other side. Now, if it was a fish with a heavier scale or heavier skin, you could take it from here and then follow it right down like this. But these guys are tricky because their skin is paper thin, and I'm going to show you what it looks like if you don't cut all the way down to the skin. You want to keep your knife above it just slightly, okay? And you're going to lose a little bit of meat, and I know that can be wasteful, so that's why we kind of like to keep the skin on them. But look at what it looks like when you do it. See all that bloodline? That is the stuff that that's why people dislike fish a lot of times, is because people don't remove that. I don't mind it personally. Grew up eating bluefish and striped bass and things like that. We didn't care. We just skinned them and away we go. But, alright, so that's skinned. Now, you put it outside down. There's your bloodline, your pin bones. Come right in and cut it at a 45, roughly, all the way down. Just like that. And you want to cut it at an angle like that because that bloodline is fatter on the bottom or on the outside of the fillet. So you cut it at an angle, you might get a little bit of white meat with it. But there you go. See, this is what you end up with when you don't turn it at a 45. So I'm trying to save a little bit of meat by going straight down, but you have that little bit of blood line that's still left because it angles. It's wider on the skin side. So at a 45 you can sometimes get that, but I'm not too worried about it. It's fresh, it's been iced down, it's been taken care of. Welcome to the kitchen. It's small, but it works. We're gonna basically try it a couple of different ways here. We have some just plain here. We're gonna use some fresh cracked pepper. And then a little bit of Himalayan pink salt. McCormick makes some good stuff. Alright, and we'll flip it over. This is the skin side. So just pretty simple. Fresh ground pepper, some salt. Right over here, what we got is panko breadcrumbs, plain. These breadcrumbs are way more fluffy and crunchy than just your like Italian breadcrumbs, but these guys here, they're really good if you can put them on your fish. Make sure your fish is kind of dry before you put it on. So if you have to, take a paper towel, dry them off. It tends not to stick as well on the skin side, but we're in a rush, so we're going to let this fly. Alright, so we've got a little bit of butter on this one. I'm going to use the butter with the plain, no breadcrumbs, and then we're going to put a little bit of olive oil on this side, and we're going to use that just enough to get a good layer on the bottom of the pan. We use that with the breadcrumbs. So that's the sound you want. One way to check your oil, get a little bit of water, just a drop on your finger. A little bit hotter and we are ready to go. Okay. Now with the breadcrumbs, I'm thinking we're going to try just a little bit of Lowry's seasoning salt. Love this stuff. I don't care if I'm cooking wild game, fish, pork, beef, just a little dash of this. I'm not even going to do both sides because we don't need all the salt, but get a great flavor to it. Okay, so we're going to come over here. Oil is ready. You can hear that water, those droplets of water in there going to town. Again, skin side down. That smells amazing, doesn't it?
It does. I was about to say that.
Now you don't want your meat touching. You can keep them separated a little bit so the oil and the butter and whatnot can work its way around it. It doesn't take long. We're already kind of turning brown here. Now come here and look, and you can see how that meat is already, it's starting to turn white around the outside and the thin parts. That means it's almost time to flip. It literally only takes, depending on how hot your grease is, it only takes a minute or so. Now we get a little bit of a sear going on, a little bit of brown. This is fresh fish, so literally you could eat this raw. Okay, now it's time to flip these guys. Hasn't been very long, but like I said, this is fresh fish. We took care of it right. Smells amazing. Got some nice crunch to it. That's the panko breadcrumbs. This is just salt and pepper in butter. Which one do you like?
The crunch.
Oh, I can hear the crunch.
Oh my gosh, I can already, that one's really good. Alright, let's try the salt and pepper, and this is salt and pepper
In butter.
butter. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with the breadcrumbs for sure.
Really?
Yeah, they're both really good, but I'm definitely gonna go with the breadcrumbs.
Okay. Which one do you have, Ben?
I had both of them, but I'm gonna go with this one.
You gonna go with the butter?
Butter.
Okay, without the breadcrumbs?
I don't know the breadcrumbs.
What about you, Al?
I don't know. Butter's really good.
The plain ones?
I don't know.
Now you got the breadcrumbs. The crunch is nice, isn't it? What flavor?
This one.
The butter? Alright everybody, well thank you for watching. This is the end of our first video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. We're getting used to the new editing software, so it's a little tricky, but our next video will be coming out in the next 2, maybe 3 days. If you hit the bell down there in the corner, it'll let you know when our next video comes up and notify you. But thanks for your support, and God bless. Talk to you soon.